Dashcam video shows a vicious attack on a Brooklyn Park police officer is now public.
It reveals a desperate struggle to survive as a man grabs for the officer's gun. Here's part of that 9-minute video capturing the officer screams for help as 25-year-old Lance Carr begins punching, choking, and wrestling Officer Sean Hyman. Hennepin County jurors watched this compelling video and convicted Carr of felony assault of a police officer. Bill Hudson's just back from Brooklyn Park, where law enforcement officials say this is really something that they want and need the public to see, and it's scary, Bill.
Oh, I've got to be honest with you, Frank. It's very disturbing to watch it in its entirety. It started as a midnight police stop for a report of a vehicle playing loud music. But what Officer Sean Hyman soon encountered was a terrifying fight for his own life. Just minutes after Officer Sean Hyman stopped this white car on a noise complaint, he learns the driver is wanted on a felony theft warrant.
He asked Carr to step out of the vehicle and place his hands behind his back.
But when he attempts the arrest, trouble begins. Lance Carr turns and punches Hyman. They struggle and fall to the ground.
At that point, I think he determines, or he knows, that this is a fight for his life.
Today, law enforcement released the 9-minute video to show the public why no stop's ever routine. Hyman's working alone and screams for help. It's a neighbor who calls for police backup. You hear them screaming at Carr to get off.
I think if Officer Hyman had not done some of the things that he had done to get additional help, I think this ends much differently.
But before help arrives, Hyman fires his gun but misses Carr. There's a struggle for Hyman's weapon. He ejects the clip, rendering it unable to fire. Finally, 3 minutes after the struggle begins, sirens can be heard. Backup arrives. But even then, Lance Carr doesn't stop his assault. It took a taser shot and 3 other cops to do that.
This could have had a very different outcome if the officers had not arrived when they did, and or the citizens had not intervened, however they chose to intervene that night.
Now, we can tell you Officer Hyman was off the job for 16 days after the incident. He's now back on patrol, said to be doing well. Sentencing for Carr will be June 17th. He could do 10 to 20 years in prison for this violent attack. Thank God it turned out the way it did.
No kidding. I mean, it's not like you see in a movie. I mean, that's really
Absolutely
brutal.
not. Yeah, it's chilling.
All right. Bill, thank you.